Hey guys, it's STG. I'm finally going through my rolls tonight, so I thought I'd show you some of the albums that I picked up recently and one that I already had previously. But before I do that, I thought I'd do something a little bit different tonight. Thought I'd pull out a little bit of a different drink tonight. I got my Bionic Rattler here. Got my Amarula cup, guys. I don't know if you guys ever had Amarula. It's like a Bailey's type cream with an Amarula fruit. It's from South Africa. Really nice coffee-based liqueur. So I'm not being sponsored by them, but if you're out there watching, I would love to sponsor you. Alright guys, I got my glass full of ice, and I got a little special treat here, guys. Check it out. Single malt Scotch whiskey, guys. Now it says 12 years, but I've had this bottle about another 6 years, so I'd say it's probably about 18-year-old Scotch whiskey. I'm a whiskey drinker, guys. I really like whiskey, so I'm gonna pop this sucker open and I'm gonna pour myself a little bit. I'm not trying not to overdo it, guys. I really wanted to do some beer, but unfortunately I did not get any, so I'm going with what I got, guys. Cheers. Oh man, that's good stuff. Alright guys, I'm gonna move this over here a little bit out of frame here, and let's start here. So as you know, or you might not know, in the US they basically initially in the 60s or so, they had the Ike dollars, and those were massive in size, and those didn't last too long. And they basically liked the design on the back of the moon to dedicate it to the Apollo, I believe it was 13 mission. Correct me if I'm wrong. And they basically decided to shrink the coin down, so they created the Susan B. Anthony dollar in 1979. They made a load of those coins, and demand and reception were not too great in the US for those coins. So they had basically stockpiles of those coins up until the 90s. Fast forward to the 90s, and you basically had a lot of vending machines started to take the coins, and it created a demand for the coins in 1999, surprisingly. And they were going to release the Sacajawea Dollars to replace them in 2000. So they basically produced the dollars from 1979, 1980, and I'm not sure if they did 81. They might have done some, and then they did in 99. So they basically only had like a few years of the dollars. So they made a ton of them, guys, especially in 1979. But it would be neat to get some of those. You don't really see them too much anymore in circulation. Fast forward, we got the year 2000, so they introduced the Sacajawea Dollar. I basically have had this album, guys, since 2000. I was a child back then, and I don't know, I started collecting. I have the 2000 P Sacajawea. You could see it's in pretty good condition because basically I started collecting the first year they issued it. And as you'll see, I have tons of them from 2000. I thought I'd save them, thought maybe someday they'd be worth something. And I started, for whatever reason, when they started issuing the presidential ones, I got one of these guys. So let's fast forward to the, I believe it was 2000, and let me see here. It was 2007, yes. Check it out, guys. I got the presidential dollar book here Presidential Dollar collector's folder, guys. It's really nice. I love Whitman. Gotta give a shout out to Whitman. I love their folders, guys. I know some of you use it for other types of currency. So this series basically lasted from 2007 all the way up to 2016, and it goes from obviously George Washington all the way up to George W. Bush. So this is a really nice folder, guys. Check it out. I'm just going to show you a little bit of it. It basically talks a little bit about the presidential dollars here. Gives little holders, each president, when they served, what year of issue the coins came out. They give you a little synopsis here of the president. And it's a really nice folder. So I'm going to be adding some coins to this folder hopefully tonight as well. I'm going to go through the rolls first, and then I'm going to put them in. So then after that, starting in 2018, we had the US Innovation Dollars. So that's going to last until 2025. So I got this one, the Philadelphia and Denver Mint book. And basically each year they come out with a certain number of states, and I believe it's 4 states per year, and territories of the US. And basically this is going to be the first book. This is actually going to run until 2032, but this is only until 2025. So I'm going to have to get the next one when that series comes out. And basically the American Innovation basically shows an innovation from each state, or an inventor from each state. And here you could see the list of when they're coming out for each state. So this is pretty cool. I think this is a really cool series. I out of all of them, I kind of like, I think this one's gonna be the best one to start for me. But we'll see, guys. I'm gonna go through these rolls. I have 75 coins. I don't know if I could fill all these books tonight. Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot to show one here. This is the second one of the Sacajawea. So they basically, they kind of call it Native American dollars. So they call it, these are the Sacagaweas up until, I guess, 2000 and maybe 8. And then here, this starts in 2009. They kind of renamed it Native American dollars because I think they show different Native American scenes. So I got this from like over 20 years ago. And I got these two, guys. I just thought I'd show you these books that I'm gonna be filling up. So hopefully, I don't know if I could fill them all up tonight. I highly doubt it, but we're gonna try to fill up as many coins as we can, guys. So I've been basically researching all these series, and I wanted to see if what type of error coins there were, guys. So I'm basically just gonna lower this a little bit and try to get a little bit of better view here, up close and personal. Just thought I'd do that so you could kind of see the albums a little bit better. So guys, here it is. We have the first roll here. I'm gonna open up. I kind of just opened it a little bit here at the end. And I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna wear a glove, guys. Maybe I should place a little mat or something on it, just so it doesn't really get too dirty. I don't know, guys. Maybe I'll just, what the hell? It's not gonna affect it. So guys, check it out. I'm trying to unwrap my first roll here, and it looks like these were done by hand. So basically, without further ado, guys, let's do it. Let's get into it. So I was reading basically on the presidential coins and the innovation dollars. They have a lot of the same errors. If the font on the side, I kind of don't want to even use this. It's kind of hard to use the glove. I'm just going to use my hands. So basically on the edges, there should be some type of text here. As you could see on this one, it looks a little faded, but you could kind of make it out. So if that is missing, that's basically an error. Good old Honest Abe. Check it out, guys. We got Honest Abe here. All right, so I'm just going to basically put them down. They're basically in circulated condition. Here we go. We got a Sacajawea 2000p. I already have this coin, as you saw. Let's see what else we got here. We got another president. We have James Madison. So we got Lincoln. We got Madison. Okay. We got John Adams. Nice. We have a really bad Sacajawea. Now, I should be checking these guys because there are some errors. There's something called the Wounded Eagle, where you would actually see a couple lines going through the eagle, and they basically call it the Wounded Eagle coin. So I'm just going to recheck that Sacajawea real quick. And I don't know. I don't see any lines going through it. So this is not a Wounded Eagle. All right, I should really also be checking the edges for these, which is going to take a while if I go through all the edges, but I'm gonna briefly do it off camera and check the edges and see if there are any non-edges. It's really hard to tell, guys, because a lot of these edges are faded. I mean, they have been in circulation, some of them more than 10 years already. And here we have a newer Sacajawea, and this is the reverse. Honestly, guys, I don't really see Sacajaweas too often, so I don't know exactly what year this was made. This was put out. I don't know where the date is on this thing, so I'm gonna have to look this up myself. But it's pretty cool. We got here kind of the first time I'm actually seeing these, because I really don't use these that much. I know in New York City they were dispensing these in vending machines when what we have is called a Metro card, and when you went to refill the Metro card that's used to pay for the fares, they basically would give you, a lot of times they would give you these dollar coins. So this is a 2001p. So I'm gonna save that. Let's see what else. There's another president. We have Mr. Monroe. Checking the edges off camera. We have another Lincoln, it looks like, guys, which is in really nice condition. Really nice lettering on the edges. Check that out. That's pretty cool. Also, guys, you could look for errors such as die clashes, double lettering. You know, I'm reading that these coins have those errors as well. Here's another Sacajawea coin. And check this out. This is pretty cool. United States of America. We got a little damage to this one. So I'm going to take a little sip. Cheers, guys. Yeah, nothing like cold scotch. Alright, guys, here we go. We got another Sacajawea 2000. Let's see if we got the Wounded Eagle. We do not. That is no-go. Here we go. We have Mr. Washington. We have lettering on the edges. This one's in really nice condition, guys. Really nice. That one's going in the collection probably. Let's see. We have another Thomas Jefferson. I'm going to check the edges. Looks good. We have another... No, we have President Grant. World War II. The Civil War. Mr. Grant. We have the edges engraved. Let's see what else. Oh, Andrew Jackson. Gotta love the $20 bill. Looks like it has engraving on the edges. And we have Sacajawea again. Let's see if we have the Wounded Eagle. It doesn't look like it. Sorry. We have another Sacajawea. See the reverse. This is interesting. Sequoia. Really nice. Look at that with that quilt pen. That's pretty neat. I like that. That's nice. Let's see. We have Mr. Taylor here. Looking at the edges, nothing. And we basically have George Washington. Edges are engraved. We have Mr. Taylor here. Really nice condition. Looks like it's engraved. The edges. We have Mr. Harrison here. William Henry Harrison. If you ever watch the show Pawn Stars, the guy's name is Harrison, and he said that he thinks he's a distant cousin to him, but there's no real conclusive proof that he is. Interesting president, too. You should check out about Harrison and how long he served in office for. All right, guys, this is the year 2000p. Let's check for the Wounded Eagle. And we do not get it. It is not very likely you're going to find a Wounded Eagle, especially after so many years of the coins being in circulation. A lot of people probably search these coins. And again, we have the Sequoia, really nice coin, pretty cool. I'm seeing all of these honestly for the first time. I don't really look at these. James Madison in the US, everyone knows Dolly Madison and her famous ice cream. So that was pretty cool. Again, there's engraving on the edge. It's hard to see, but I guarantee there it is. And then the last one, guys, this is George Washington. So guys, what I'm basically gonna do is I'm gonna put this in my album, and when I come back, I'm gonna show you guys, and I'm gonna go through the next two rolls and do separate videos so the videos are not too long. Alright guys, so check it out. Check out the coins I was able to fill up just from that one roll. So this roll, I think, had basically older coins in it because I didn't get any of the US innovation dollars. I was able to get some really nice, especially the early ones, of the presidential dollars here. Just gonna open that up. And really neat that I was able to fill up this many just from one roll. I was also able to add some to the Native American dollars. I had to look these up because basically, guys, if you look on the edges, some of them are really faded, as you could see. You have to really look under a scope for the year and the mint mark, but that's basically, I found out where they are. So I was able to add these two, and then I was also able to add this one. So I got a few of these guys. And let's see, guys, let's see how many more that I could fill up from the rolls that I get, that I have here. I got two more rolls. I'm guessing they're also going to be older, but who knows? And maybe I could get all the presidential dollars and have the complete set. That would be pretty cool. So that's it for now, guys. I'm going to be doing a part 2 and a part 3, so each of these videos is not crazy long. It's something new I'm doing. I'm trying to fill up these albums. I really appreciate you guys watching. Like, subscribe, and as always, stack that gold.